Jana also.
Sir, recording started.
Okay. Uh, Dear students, good morning to all. Here in the well-known second hour of today, we are going to start the second unit. Previously, here in the first unit, we are deeply discussed the where the foundation of HCI. Here in the especially HCI, here the interaction taken place between the device and the user according to the situation condition the user should react. That is, we can say that is a human computer interaction. Here in the interaction we are deeply discussed a lot of concepts in the first unit, such as that is the input output channels. Especially we are discussed that is the five sensory organs, that is the vision, brightness, touch and movement. The memory type, that is we are here in the short term memory, long term memory and sensory memory. Here the reasoning and problem solving. Here in the reasoning, we have to give the conclusion from the given set of hypothesis. We have to give this conclusion. The conclusion hold true or false, that may be either 100% true or some cases go false also. But problem solving is different. Here in the problem solving, we have to find out the solution. We have to find out the answering for the given question. So we have to get the knowledge. So I discussed here in the computer input output device, especially you can say input device or output device, sir. Yes, that is the input device. Among the input device also so many things are there. One is the presentation, that is a present dependent device. We can say keyboard, pointing devices such as mouse. Next one, if we go for the shops like that, we have to we have to register to get the printout sheet like that. We have to go for the environmental screen setup. Touch screen devices also there. Day by day activity, if you go for the restaurant, if you just put up your hand, immediately water will come. That is the environment setting device also is there. We are discussing what is the processing and networking, especially here the process is running. We are discussing especially timers and speed also. Here the interaction, here in the interaction model, here in the interaction models we have discussed, that is the models of interaction, various modes of interaction. Later on we go for the framework. That is the framework, that means we have the arrangement of designing. We are discussed, especially what is here the user can know what scenario is going on, what is the thing going on. User must compulsory come to know. We have discussed the framework. Here the ergonomics, especially 5 types. We have discussed that arrangement of control and display, the physical environment, health issues, uses of color, ergonomics and HCI environment. That is later on, that is the HCI elements. Last class I deeply discussed the interactive paradigm along with the 16 examples. So there is all the familiar topic about in the first unit. Now today there is a good atmosphere. The mind is to be fresh. You are what I taught today. You are able to listen and understand well. Here that is the unit 2. Here in the unit 2, especially I can divide into 2. One is the user design. Next one is the software engineering concept, like that is the software life cycle and standards. Here in the unit 2, two topics, major topics. One, first off, we have to discuss the user interface design, UID. Right? We can say the design principles. Here in the second half, we have discussed that is the software standards. That is we can come across the life cycle of software life cycles, software design standards. What are the evolution technique followed in the software design? Everything come in the second half of the unit 2. Okay, dear students, now I'm going to tell about the design. That is the first first chapter of the unit 2 focus that is the design, especially at the interactive design. Here then only we are able to react. We are going to evolve well. That is the proper design stand is that then only it will. Especially I told in the beginning of the beginning of the class itself. Also, here the design. Why the Google search engine is popular? Why we go for the Google? We want to search the information that may of either whatever the information. Here the Google ready to answer. That means what? Here in the Google, they given the simple one text box. Just only one plain text box. Here the background is white. That is the thing. So it does not create the irritation. It does not create the confusion. Within a few years, the human user are interactive in such design. They just simply type whatever we need. We get the document like that immediately. That's one in the Google secret, famous. Here also, yeah, but if we come to if some other application, here some graphic that is not, that is different. Here that we can add some more graphical design, some more application tool. Lot of tools are added that are embedded. That is different work. And we have to we have the marketing product. We are seeing that is the web advertisement. That is different. Okay. So now, according to the situation, we have to design like that. So interactive design basics. Yeah, the design process. Yeah, that is I told the design. That is our convention. That is a needs. That means what? I have to here in the PPT also design. My goal, it is from the PPT, you have to understand the concept. That is my goal. That is the design. That is the constraint. So that is the design for what happened then. User, that you are all the user. You are all listening. It's said that person who are that all the user. They want to buy the PPT presentation. So previously I used the color slide, color background. Now I can use the white background for your convenience. Here the scenario. It should be a rich story of design. Navigation. We are finding your way around the system. Here several iteration and prototype are there. Okay, that is never so never get it right for the, because here also and the same thing. While I'm teaching to you, compared to the second and third class PPT representation different from the today class representation. Even my presentation scenario also it should be different. Okay, you can understand. So according to the needs, we have to make the design. That is the interaction design basics. So here in the interaction and intervention. So here the design interaction, not we can say the interface. That we can here the not just we can say the immediate interaction. Here also that's the manual. I can see the stapler in office. Here the technology changes interaction also. Here the manual, electrical. Here while we go for the manual, write, print, staple, write, print, staple, write, print, staple. But we go for the electric style, write, print, write, print, write, print. At last only we are going to staple. That is the electric. So that is the design of interaction. The manual is different from the electrical style. Here also designing intervention, not just artifacts. It's not just the system. Just here we have to say that the documentation, the manuals, tutorial. For example, we are here also I'm going to present the PPT. That is a PPT presentation. I want students submit the document to me regarding the project. That is we have to follow the well-known standard thing. Here the tutorial, some application program running like that. We have to make the standard of design well. That is the thing we have to say what we say and do as well as what we make. So what is design? Anybody say that is the answer? Well, no, that is what is design. So I want to tell in the simple way of that is the design, especially that is the interaction design. Interaction design is about creating an intervention in often complex situation using a technology of many kinds, including PC, software, web, and physical device. That is the thing. That is the thing. Especially that is what maintaining creating the intervention in often complex situation using the technology of making here the complex scenario or whatever complex representation that may be of either problem or project or any real world activity with the utilization of software in PC along with the supporting web along with the supporting physical device. I'm going to interact, I'm going to tell in a clear way. That is a simple sentence standard. That is a design. Who is that is the goal, that is the purpose. Who is it for? Why do they want it? Here the constraint. Here also the constraint. I'm collecting the document from the several books. I collecting the material from the several web link. I can post it in the PPT. I can do my presentation. Yeah, that's a trade. That is a good. That is a trade-off relationship between the good in a good relationship. That means what? Interaction relationship between me and you. Yeah, this is the year also we have to follow. There are some golden rules of design and said golden rules of design. That is understand your materials. That is understand my presentation. Okay, so now here for human computer interaction, that is understand your materials. What is understand your materials? That is the thing. Yeah, understand computer, understand people, and the what interaction and the interaction. Yes, while we here you are already actually here I can use the Windows 10 along with the 2007 PPT, because if everybody using this OS along with this PPT. So here in the PPT I can post some other applications also. Here the PPT or whatever does the OS or any other application, just initially I have to note down the limitation and capacity and tool performance. Okay, that is the thing, because that is the thing. While we go for doing the project, you are selecting one software tool. Before that, you have to understand the tools requirements, whether this project can able to do well in this software tool or not. Is it correct? So here are so many tools are there. Here in the come to the Java also, Java NetBeans, here the servlets like that. That's the Tomcat. That is so many Java tools are there. We have to choose one. So that according to this, that is the thing. Here they understand the people. That is psychological. That is a social aspect. That is the human error. Here I am going to teach you. You are already familiar with the AI concept and software engineering concept, so that you can able to understand the AI HCI much more effectively. That is the thing. So that is the thing. That understand your materials. Next, that is the to error is human. What is the error is human? Here the human can make some mistakes. Here I can say that, for example, accident report. Here the air crash, industrial accident, hospital mistake, inquiry. That is a human error mistake. That is a day by day scenario. That is a human behavior mistake. Here the lintel break because too much weight. Here for example, here in the practical application, here the lintel is to be of too weight so that it here the break. Here the lintel error. So that is the design of the lintel is not proper, so that only it is break. It is not good for the construction also. So that's the thing. The human error is normal. Why the error occur? For here also, here due to the stress. So especially I think one thing I want to say here in the beautiful presentation in the classroom also, some students know. Here the what? Come to the class. Don't think anything. Just keep your mind fresh and listen my words well. Then only you can understand what I say. Here the environment, second thing, that is the environment factor. Here the classroom factor, ventilation, proper light, proper airflow is there. Okay, then only you can able to listen well. That is the thing. Then only you can do well. Okay, that's the thing. Treat the user at least as well as the physical materials. Next one, the year I can. That's one I can told not. What I told in the previous two slides is not there in the PPT. That sentence is there in this PPT. What? Interaction design is about creating intervention in complex situation using technology. I told no, the same sentence is there in this PPT. Here the designing involved. Here they will ask in the exam how effectively design involved in the environment. One time they will ask question how effectively design involved in the environment. Listen, students. Basically, I'm giving PPT. I'm telling to you based on the examination purpose. Also, it is convenient to answer well some reasoning question. So here in the PPT also they are given how effectively how the design involves the environment. So achieve goal with the constraint. That is a trade. That is what trade-off relation between you and me. Example, I'm teaching to you. That is my goal. I want to satisfy my concept what I deliver. So understanding raw material. Here through the PPT representation along with the well-known PC, so that you can able to understand. Meanwhile, some students are listening through mobiles also, so that I can change the white background. That is the thing. So according to the situation, I can choose the material and you are able to react. Next one, the accepting the limitation of humans and of design. That is the thing. 3 design principles are involved. It's, 2 times the exam they ask. Here in the design process also several stages are there because the several iteration goes to never completion. Here the satisfaction go to 100%. So it is not some cases it's not possible to give the 100% satisfaction. So here the interaction start with getting to know the user and the context. Find out who are all they like, probably not like talk to them, watching them like that. We have to see. That is the interactive design principles standards. Next one is the design versus scenario. Yeah, the scenario. Yeah, what is scenario? What is going on in front of you? That is the scenario. Here I'm taking class. That is the scenario in this 9:45 hours. That 9:45 a.m. representation. So they want to see what user will want to do. So they will give a step-by-step walkthrough of user interaction, include what they see and do our thinking. So that is the thing. That is the thing. Here the scenario, rich design story. Simply I can say in few words, scenario or rich design story. In between, the user need to find the way around the system. So actually I told the interaction well. Here the user can recognize, can understand what is going on in front of you. Then only the interaction well, then only you can understand the scenario. So here in order to understand the environment, that is the scenario, user need to find the way, helping user know where they are, creating overall structure, defining comprehensive screen. I can mention. So helping user know where that means what here they are not they are not being able to give full test. We have to recognize. Creating overall structure. That means what here then only it is easy to understand the user needs. Creating the overall structure. Designing comprehensive screen. That is I can use the control panels. Yeah, the complexity of design means we don't get it for the right first time. We need some iteration. Here also, for example, is here some complex situation. That situation refers to the problems or in the making or for the doing programs like that. Here in the first time not able to get the correct output, several iteration are to be then and that, then only you can get the good shape of the project. After that only you are going to evolve. So here that is the iteration, then only you can achieve the local maxima. For local maxima, you are already studying the AI concept. What is the local maxima? For example, I can say you are getting marks from the several test. So it is not able to get the 100 marks, but we have to achieve the best mark. Try to hold the kid to get the best good marks. That is I can say the local maxima. Theory and model can help to give the good stop points. So complexity of design, it is it is not able to get the first project initially. In the several iterations are there, then only you can get the better project. That is the complexity of design deals. So till now, I just simply tell the what is the design. So what is design, students? Don't know. Design is about the creating intervention in after complex situation using the technology of many kinds include PC, software, web and physical device. Here the simple thing. This is a good sentence we have to write, but understanding we have to, I can tell in some other sentence. Here the representation of scenario or situation to representation of situation or to be expressed in a clear way by using PC, software and physical device. Representation of scenario or situation to be expressed in a clear way by using PC, software and physical device. Sir, you told that this sentence I can clearly understand, but please student understand the subject. That the same sentence don't write in the answer sheet. We have to, while we go for the answering, we have to give good standard answer. That is important. Understanding the way of presenting the content is to be differ from writing the content. Okay, because it is not only for this examination, in future also it is helpful. So that only I can stress. Okay, now we come to the process of design. Here in the process of design, what you can say as the process of design. So here the process of design. Here the process of design, what is wanted, analysis, design, implement and deployment. That is what we can say as the process of design. So here in the, okay, listen. First, okay, just a minute, just wait for a few seconds. Okay, listen. So you are already familiar about the software engineering concepts. Same thing. Here also that is the what is wanted. That means what? That is a requirement. So carry students. Actually, that is the what is wanted. That is a requirement. Okay, that is analysis, design. Before design, we have to make analysis. That is that during the analysis, we have to collect the raw materials, good information. That is the thing. Design, go for the implementation, then testing. Here that is the thing. So here the requirements. So the design process, that is the 4 stages I mentioned. Here the requirements, I can say that is the first stage. That is the establishing what exactly is needed, what requirements is needed. That is interviewing people, videotaping them, looking the document or object they work, observing them directly. That is very important. Before start the project, here in the OAD we have already studied. We have to, they stood, I told in the 1 year class also, what I told, the same thing I told. Before start the project, you have to collect the raw material, that is the necessary information, then only it is useful. Because during the implementation, unfortunately, you see some risk factors. In order to avoid this risk factor, initially we have to collect the good raw materials. That is a good deal of information. How do you collect? That means what? In between your friends, among the 4 or 5 members in the team in the project, we have to collect the materials, we have to discuss and get the good conclusion we can do. It's a correct, student. That is the what is wanted. Next one is the analysis. Analysis, that means what? Here the result that okay, we have to get from the result of observation and interview need to be ordered in the same way to bring out the key issues and communication with the later stages of design. That is the analysis. That is the task analysis. From the discussion of the interview, we have to need in some way. So we have to first, what are the key issues? What are the things, factors we have to take into account? That is the analysis. Next, we come to the design. Here, what is the design? Based on the analysis report, design is done to achieve the goal. Okay, based on the analysis report, here the design want to achieve the goal. So here in the design also, what there are some numerous rules, guidelines, and design principles are there. Here in the third stage, that is the thing. That is the second unit focus on. That is the design. That is a design. While I design the product, there are certain standard principles are there not to achieve the goal. Here the fourth stage, that is the iteration and prototyping. That we can say what that's the implementation testing. Here the humans are complex and therefore designs are not accepted for the first time. Therefore, the user interface design involves some iteration and prototyping. That is the thing we have to see. That is the thing. The humans are complex and therefore designs are not accepted for the first time. Well, okay, first time initially you are not because you are new to you. That is the some complex situation, some complex conditions there. So I want to do several iteration, then only can able to accept. That is the thing. Several iterations are there, then only I can give the good shape of the project. That is the implementation and the deployment. That is the final percept design is created and deployed. This will invoke writing code, changing hardware, writing documents and manuals. So these are the steps. We are already studying the OS and the OAD. Again, the some based on some other good example I explained. Okay. Yeah, the one thing I want to say, evolution heuristic. Heuristic, you are already note down the AA to find out the solution for a given set of hypothesis. That is a heuristic. Okay. Next, that is I can say here the requirements is same thing. What is there? What is wanted? Simple words, simple few words. You can easily understand the requirements, analysis, design, iteration, and implementation. Here the requirements. What is there? What is wanted? Analysis, ordering and understanding. Design, what to do, how to design. What to do, how to design. Iteration and prototyping, getting it right, and finding what is really needed. That means one thing I want to say, I'm going to give one test. Here some students say I did well. Okay, I did well, but most people not say I did correct well. Okay, so right well is different from correct well. Okay, that is the thing. So yes, if you do the several iteration, then only I can get this good project, good shape of the project. Implementation deployment. So getting it out there. That is the implementation deployment. That is the steps requirement taken into account. Requirements, analysis, design, iteration, prototyping, and implementation deployment. Okay. So here I can told here the requirements, but how I can do it? Limited time design trade-off, usability, finding problem and fixing them, design what to fix. Where the perfect system badly designed, too bad, too much effort in design. Too good, we have to put much more effort in design. Thorough iteration I taken place. That is the thing. Usability, that is simple. Usability is a keyword part because we have to understand what is the finding problem for fixing them. Simple words. They will ask so many times in the examination. What is defined usability? We are studying deeply in the coming third unit, usability. That is finding problems and fixing them. That is the usability. Okay. Next, the user focus on know your personal cultural probes. Know the user. Who are they? Probably not like you. Talk to them. Watch them. Use your imagination. Know your user. Who are they? Probably not like you. Talk to them. Watch them. Use your imagination. Okay. Here the persona. Okay. That is the thing. Don't think like there's a device. He is one of the actually she is one of the person. She is one of the human being. Okay, I'm going to take that as one example. That is in a real time situation. He faces some difficulty and did a good job. Okay, here also she's she is 37-year-old lady. Okay, that is she didn't go to the university. She simply finished that is a diploma. Okay, so here that means what? Here based on some experience, he collected some ideas among the worker team. After after that one day, he going to start that is the own business in a successful way. So why I stress that is what that is the enthusiastic about our work and happy to delegate responsibility. So from the collectivity of ideas only, she is able to generate the good thing. That is to put the good design standards. Okay. So next that is the cultural probes. Here the cultural probe, that is we can say the data observation, probe facts and use. Here the data observation. Here I can say that is the sometimes odd in the home. Okay. Here the probe pack items to prompt responses given people to open in their own environment. They record what is meaningful to them. That is especially helpful to inform the interviewers in culture designing like that. So that is the thing. Actually, just for example, I can know what is the user focus. The user focus, especially that they want to gain the information from the outside scenario. Next thing here, while we do the project or application, before that they are able to know all the tools of applications necessity, then only can able to do. That is a simple thing. Here the user focus on that is only the real time activity. Next one is the they focus on the device activity. So that is two examples I can take into account. One is the persona, that is one person real time experience facing. Second one is the device experience. That is the cultural probes. Okay. Now we come to the scenario. Here in the scenario, that is what? That is the scenario. Tell about the stories for design, use and reuse. Tell about the story for design, use and reuse. That is the scenario. Tell about the story for design, use and reuse. Scenario. Here in the scenario, it describes the stories on context beginning why specific user or group user come to your site. Here I can say that here the that is I can say I can say scenario. This one, but I'm not mentioned in the slide. Scenario are a resource that they give a step-by-step walkthrough of user interaction, including what they see, do, and are thinking. Scenario or resource that they give a step-by-step walkthrough of user interaction, including what they see, do, and what are thinking. That is a scenario. Okay. So here I'm going to here the several questions are there. Then only you can able to analyze what is scenario. I put up in the question the PPT. What to consider when writing scenario. So here that is important. Why I put in the question, while during the examination some question will ask, if some students not give the perfect answer, they are given the relevant answer only. So that only I put this slide in the PPT. It is helpful for all the examination also. Here first thing, what is the good scenario concept before answering the following key questions. So you have to understand the questions well. Okay, in terms, who is the user? A person, use the persona that have been developed to reflect the real major use coming to your site. Who is the user? Now based on that, the one example I given, the persona I given. Why does the user come to the site? Note that the motivation the user to come to the site and the expectation upon the arrival. What goal does she have? Through task analysis, we can give the better understanding what the user want on your site, and therefore what site must have for them to live satisfied. In order to understand the scenario, so that only I put up the slide. Okay. But main concept you have to remember, scenario describe the stories on context behind why the specific user or user group come to your site. Okay. So that is the thing. Here that is the thing. I told no. writing scenario. Okay. The scenario, stories for design, communicate with others, validate the other models, understand dynamics. Linearity, time is linear but does not show the alternatives. What will user want to do? Step by step walkthrough, use and reuse throughput design. So here what they've seen, what do they do, what are they thinking? That is the thing. What they've seen, here the screenshots. That is the in front of scenario we are seeing. That is the environment. What do they? Yes, to the keyboard or mouse interaction. What they are thinking? That is the thing. So here, for example, here that's a movie player. I can give you the example. Okay, here that is a thing. Here now become that is the thing. The scenario is a movie player. Good example. Here the movie player. We had to have the sufficient bandwidth. Then only can able to recognize the screen well. With the help of LCD, liquid crystal display. We are deeply discussed in the unit 1 also. That is the thing. Here the movie is running on. Before that, we have download all the supporting tools. Then only can able to run the movie player in the PC. Okay, so that is a map in the scenario. Here that is a thing. You can add a map mop-up device. Pretend you are doing it. Internet connectivity is there. That is the thing. Mop-up device. Another play. That is the thing. We have to pretend doing it. We have to pretend it. We have to explore the depth, exploring interaction, exploring cognition, exploring architecture. Exploring interaction, what happened when? Explore cognition, what are the user thinking? Explore architecture, what is happening inside? That is the thing. Okay, explore interaction, explore cognition, explore architecture. Okay, especially here the user scenario is communicate with others, validate other models, express dynamic. Yeah, communicate with the others. That is the designer, client, user. Validate other models. That is I can say now we are the video player, play games. That is the thing. Express dynamic. That is a screenshot. Yeah, what is the for the I'm asking your project. You are unable to run the application of project. Yes, you have to send the screenshot of the project. From the given set of input, from the given set of condition, it reaches the successful output or not. That is a scenario. That is a behavior. That is, if you can say the scenario is a linear path. Here it shows the pros, cons, and so. Life and time are linear, easy to understand. Here the choice like that is misintended. That is the user server scenario. Okay. So these are all the next one is we go for the navigation design. Here navigation design, global structure and global structures are there. Okay, here in the local and global structure, here especially the navigation, here we have to note down the difference between the local structure and the global structure. Here the simply I can tell here the local structure doesn't follow the hierarchical organization. Here in the global structure, we have to follow the hierarchical organization. Coming class, I'm going to again deeply discuss that is the scenario along with some beautiful sentence. But here in this class, I told that is the basics of only. So next thing, okay, I want to make much more information to you along with the real-time examples. So today that is the first class of the unit 2. So just only have to understand the design, some of the things, some of the topic is to be, I felt that it should be vague. Don't worry. Coming class, I'm going to give the good presentation, especially the uses of scenario along with the simple real-time application in easy sentence way. Then you can able to give understand the much more concepts. Okay, especially here you can say that the I can ask one question. What is the explain the use of scenario? What is the usage of scenario? You have to say That is the thing. Communicate with others. First, validate the models. We have to express the dynamic presentation. That is the thing. That is the use of scenario. Especially, I can say. Especially the scenario chapter coming next class. I'm going to deeply discuss simple in a simple way. Use the use of scenario. Communicate with others. That means what? So yeah, in order to avoid the misunderstanding situation or you're not able to understand the complex situation, concrete. So I can give the good design scenario. That's the thing. Validate the models. Validate the models. I can say what? Yeah, the good example. That is the detailed scenario can be played against the various more formal representation. That is the thing. Express a dynamic model. I can say what? Individual screenshot and pictures give a screen. That is the express dynamic. So these are the concept you are. It is there in the second unit. So especially here in the topic 2, again I'm going to conclude here in the few minutes of this class. Especially this is the topic available in the this thing. So especially among the 12 topics are there in the unit 2. Here I can simply divide the unit 2 into 2 parts. One is for the design, another for the software standards. Second half is very interesting topic compared to the first half. Here in the first half, we are note down the what is the scenario, what are the design standard, everything is taken into account. Okay. So okay, listen. Okay, actually, in between that, that is the end of this class. I'm going to tell one more thing. We have to submit the assignment part. Okay. So here in the first unit, I'm going to post in the today. I'm going to post the assignment question. We have to write the answer well. Already submitted the. I already upload the unit 1 HCI notes also. Previously 80% of PPT sent to your all the mail ID. Today I'm going to send all the first unit PPT also. So you can easily able to write in your own. So we have to write in the A4 sheet. You have to upload in the Google Classroom. All the entire third years for A, B and C. Please finish the assignment as on time. Today I'm going to set the questions to you. Please note it. In between, you are already finished the first unit. In between, if you have any queries, any doubts regarding the first unit, please put up in the chat box. I'm answered to well, or you can make phone call to me. Everybody know familiar about me. Everybody know my mobile also. Okay, can ask and give I clear your doubts also. Okay, so in between that actually some absentees are there, some classes are there. Okay, don't put absentees. Don't avoid the absentees.